Hello, guys and gals. Hope you're having a great evening tonight. Back at you with another panel stream. Yeah, hopefully Faison and stuff joins and stuff. He said he wanted to do that. I'm not sure. We'll see. My Uncle John might come down for a bit. He's probably watching movies right now. I might drop in and say hi. Oh, how's everyone days going? I hope it's alright. Mine was pretty alright. I got I got a couple hours of work at the bottle depot today and maybe $20. Pretty good. That's the nice thing about that bottle depot owner Louis, man. The one source I had when they for work when they had those damn vaccine mandates. Like, man, Louis sees this. Like, Frig, put me to the test with your productivity test with your employees. And if I pass, then you hire me full time. Put me through a little test or something. Yeah, you hear me talking about how I could outwork it, but I'll talk. I'll walk the walk. You don't get it. I friggin' applied Burger King, like pretty much every business, and it says they'll email me back with a reply and don't get any email back. What the hell? To all the friggin' places not hiring me in Bathurst, frig you. Well, frig you in the way that you're screwing yourselves by not hiring me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You may get some cheap friggin' employees through government funding, but yeah, guess what? They ain't gonna get you a quality employee. In reality, if you own a business chain, you get those friggin' bad quality employees. It's you're gonna lose money just incrementally lose the money from having a terrible employee. That guy Eric Gray was one of them. Oh my god, man! Every business he got hired from, he lasted for 2 weeks, then made up some lie about saying, "Oh, they fired me for no reason." But in actuality, the real reason was he he wouldn't work whatsoever. He just sit in the break room and all that. It is crazy. And then he goes around telling people that he got fired for no reason when, like, no, that isn't true. The worst part is he got hired instantly into Superstore too. People like that piss me off because literally he had that job handed to him instantly because his parents are a high level worker in that place. So he got in on the spot. And 1 week, I got fired for no reason, aka wanting to get paid without doing anything. And when he says he gets kicked out of apartment, he goes, they kicked me out for no reason. The reason being was he just wanted to live there for free and not pay rent. They evicted me for no reason. That's what that actually means. I don't got any bad blood with the guy, but I just friggin' I'm gonna call out the stupidity like that, blunt and friggin' honest. No disrespect there. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Eric, and say that you're an intelligent person. You're not. And I'm surprised. You're 30 some years old. I'm only 21. Eric Gray definitely needs to have life and give him a big whack in the head, so to speak, to make him change. I don't remember really harboring any hatred for that guy. I don't really harbor hatred with anyone. It has to be really bad for me to actually harbor hatred. There is a limit, of course, everything. I'm not going to lie and say there's no way I would harbor hatred for anyone. Because anyone who says that is lying. Straight up. There's always a limit. Got this too. 5,000 EH it says, so that's like more capacity than my phone battery. We'll say I'm going to say hello to the stream, man. They like you.
What is it?
In my live stream, say hello to them.
Hello?
Yeah.
Remember
They like seeing you. They like seeing you.
Remember David, the CTC driver there?
You should hang out.
The old guy? He's upstairs again, I guess. Did you ever have something in the when you were
And he would sing at restaurants, and I would sing
There's
a little star when he would sing
Buddha.
on the floor.
You want to say on the stream, Mom?
Be in front of people and start singing a song.
I look awful today.
From then on, I love singing, and I
You're not
just
the
write
only
more
one.
songs. She gets her talent 100% for that. I just worked for one of the airlines. I can't sing on key at all.
And this is full screen.
Eh?
See, this is full screen mode here.
Thank you.
Pretty cool.
When I was little, I would just watch it, and I would say, "Oh my gosh, Mom, I want to be there one day," and here I am now.
You always watch this show, America's Got Talent.
And I just
Funny,
can't believe it.
that's one common thing you got with your mom. You both love that show, America's Got Talent.
Yeah. It's, yeah. 10-year-old kids are golden loving.
Yeah, then we went on water bug test through panel live there. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool, Laura. That's my Uncle Johnny Long. He's friggin' he's 72 years old and friggin' still as fit as someone in their 20s. I mean, that's just pure, like, wizard magic right there. Like, seriously, you look, even, see if you look at his arms compared to mine, his skin looks as young as mine on his arms. It's just around his face. Everywhere else, like, how? I think, like, how? And the only kind of time he's ever been in the hospital was it was a head injury. It wasn't something like health wise, you know. And the worst part is when the doctor in Moncton did surgery on his head to stop brain bleeding. That after they're done, they just sew it up and don't put a plate on it like every single surgery has. That's stupid, huh? Can you write in the chat right now? Have you, put that question in the chat. And that's my question of the day right there. Please write in the chat if you ever again seen a doctor or surgeon do that kind of stupid mistake. It's pretty bad that I'm not even a doctor, and I know that is a major fuck up. Like, that's the most worst fuck up. Like, it shouldn't be possible to make that kind of fuck up. It seems impossible. Yeah, doctors know everything. Well, yeah, if it's a good doctor. But in Canada, it all goes by a certain area. Like, say if you're in Toronto, you get top-notch healthcare. Halifax, too. Moncton, you get pretty crappy healthcare as well. Pretty much anywhere in Brunswick. Everyone who's saying, oh yeah, I get the best healthcare in Canada, and it's free, that is lying. Straight out lying. They're not from Canada. Or they're from Toronto. One of those spots where they have the best ones set up there. Like, they're kind of right that there can't be free healthcare for all. You can see that. They basically give the horrible healthcare to small places in the big cities like Toronto or Halifax, something like that. Is they're gonna, of course, have the top-notch doctors there. Yeah. Anywhere in New Brunswick, you're getting the world's stupidest doctors pretty well. It's like when you're finding a good doctor in New Brunswick is as easy as playing Russian roulette with 3 bullets in the chamber. That's how little chances you gotta finding a good doctor in New Brunswick, and if you do get one, you're very lucky. Yeah, but I don't go to the doctor anymore. You know what made me stop taking all medication for anything? When I had the doctor known as Dr. Wachichi Angola. Gave me meds that he knew would put me on a horrible psychedelic trip as the main side effect. The main one, he didn't say anything about it. He did that on purpose, probably, because of my ethnicity. Why do you think Angola is constantly saying that, oh, I'm being racially attacked? It's because he just thinks it's normal because he does it too. It's logic. This is no arguing with race. This just friggin' psychology logic. So he is, by him doing that, it's him basically admitting he is prejudiced of white people. I'm not prejudiced of black people. The memes I made was making fun of his statement about racism. I was basically mocking it. In case anyone sees those memes out of context. Because that's when I decided to do that. I was like, oh yeah, you want to claim racist attacks? I can make it look like there's a whole bunch of them in your news station. CBC, after they saw that, they're like, damn, we should have hired Dangelopitcher for a propaganda machine to edit those videos. All they showed was one comment in that. That was the most pathetic interview, that first one. Then there's the second one, which was a bit better. The one where they just show a comment with the username censored that says he should be lynched. And that's all they show for racist attacks. And not to mention the word lynch isn't even the definition of a racial definition thing. Lynching happened to white people and every race people back in those olden there 1800 days. And nothing to do with race, and had to do with basically taking justice for a crime someone committed that they may or may have not committed. Look it up in the dictionary. It's not a racial term. But CBC News said it was a racial term. So they don't. Yeah. Well, again, that's why all comments are turned off on all their interviews. I think they want people. Search up, if you want to see how corrupt it is, just Google how much what percentage of funding, government funding, goes to CBC News? You'll find a wheel. It's all of it. They make nothing from that news station. No. CBC News, though, is one of the worst, but CTV News is still on there, kind of thing. I should look that up. Laptop. Gotta go grab my laptop here. Oh man, I probably forgot to drop the panel link like in them. Whoops. Oops. There we go. Panel link dropped. Sorry. Sorry about that. Give me a second. Just getting myself ready to go. Bottle of water. Laptop here. Pack bowl. Okay. Fix that. Yeah. We'll look up for some funny things to talk about on YouTube. Yeah. Getting warm in here. Ugh. Yeah. It's starting to get warm around. watching what Ben Shapiro reacts.
Alrighty, today we are reacting to another Omnivore video. Apparently, went around. Yes. Interesting.
Package.
This video is sponsored by
Hey, my fellow Canadian, it's nice to be able to smoke one. Thank you, Justin Accuracy. Yeah, Trudeau, well, the thing is, other countries are fucking doing it too. Even the states. It's just how the states work. Certain states choose that. People only in that state choose it. Have a choice over that. That's what's not making marijuana legalized in the states. Pretty much most places are legalizing it. Had nothing to do with Trudeau. But friggin' it's definitely not worth it with basically making things cost more. Like, people go after weed rather than money. Like, I would pick the money, obviously. Yeah, me, I'm not a Justin Trudeau supporter, man. I'm far from it.
My baby toe. It's just, you got it with the next toe, you know, on your right foot, and it hurts. Sleep it up, man.
English sentencing. It's just circular reasoning. It's nuts. I'm sorry, it's so nuts, but trying to watch people their way through the pencil like project of being trans ideological. Stop.
Okay. Something like a shade.
It's their choice. It really doesn't matter. Number one, you are denying all that's a fact of hormone therapy. You should take it unless that has an effect. It's the same thing. Instead of vaccine, if they're afraid of the vaccine, this body will only take organic.
Yeah, but we gotta legalize. Yeah, but Trudeau has a lot of faults.
Like,
If you've been watching Russia rather than Canada, well, yeah, but it's so freaked how the media just tries to cover up all Trudeau's fault. And Trudeau, and like Trudeau even went on video and he told everyone he wants to make Canada like China. He said it on video, so you can't deny that. He wants to he wants to be like the Communist Party of China. That's not me saying it. Look it up. We'll find a video of him talking about how he wants to make Canada that way.
Nuts. Please. love of God, keep children away from them. No matter how you're feeling about getting back out there, there's no denying.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes it's
Straight up.
This is why I
That's how he swerved his way in. He just acted like a pothead who wanted to make weed legalized and all that. So that like brought a story. So I can see why he got elected the first time. But the second time, actually he admitted, he said he lost the election results, but don't worry, I got new improved ones that are 100% accurate. So you know what the hell that means. So, like, that's the crazy thing with that. Like, now people have a right to claim election fraud when the fact Trudeau openly admitted that he lost some ballots. Like, even in the States, you never heard them accidentally incriminating themselves like that. And Justin Trudeau, he goes, I've worn blackface so many times in my life, I can't even remember. Jeez.
Right? Notice the redefinition of abuse. Normally, a small child is
Yeah, I truly believe that he is Fidel Castro's son. Like, legally, he is Pierre's. Legally, he is Pierre Trudeau's son, but I don't believe that. I believe that he is 100% Fidel Castro's son. Like, just look at it. No resemblance whatsoever to his father, but a huge resemblance to Fidel Castro. Like, I've never seen one person who has a father who doesn't slightly resemble them. Like, it's so unresemblant. Like, if the father saw, like, usually the father would see that and on their child, they would realize, oh, my wife cheated on me. Just with that. Yeah, well, he's legally his son, but definitely not biologically. Even though it claimed a theory, there's no actual DNA evidence and all that yet, because he, of course, is not going to get that. They tried to, and they tried to get him to take a DNA result. He wouldn't do it. I wonder why. Go ahead, Trudeau. Try to censor more YouTube channels. Guess what? The more you do that, the more you're basically locking yourself in your own house and lighting it on fire bit by bit. And each time you do that, you're pouring gasoline on your house on fire instead of water. Each time you do that. So, Trudeau, if you were smart, you just resign as Prime Minister and go retire somewhere. Not encouraging assassinations. I would never encourage that. But, friggin', like, you can't help but think the inevitable. It could happen. Oh, what? Hey, Austin Ferris, what's going on? Not much. Just talking about Trudeau and stuff. Yeah. I was hoping Faison was gonna come on. He said he wanted to come on here when he was in Moncton. I guess not. Definitely Trudeau's gotta have, like, I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure any other dictator leader in history, at when they pushed to this point with the convoy and stuff, any smart leader would have left the country and just friggin' retired. But I guess Trudeau's a suicidal leader. Like, you can only push citizens so far and something's gonna happen. It happens, it's happened in history lots of times of dictator countries where all the citizens end up turning against the leader, and then the leader gets shot by their own soldiers. So in doubt, that could be a huge risk coming to Trudeau next. His own soldiers doing that. I'm just going off by historical events. And Trudeau, get the hell out, resign, retire. Don't you have a family? Do you care about your family? All that? Like, jeez, man. If I was you, I would have friggin' bounced from Canada already and out of the country. I would not, if I, like, to keep my family safe. But if like, ugh, crazy Trudeau's gonna end up getting himself killed. It's stupid. Don't think any other leader would be this frigging stupid enough to cause that for themselves. Like, it's like he's so dumb he thinks he can just push every Canadian citizen as far as he wants and they're not gonna break at some point. Yeah. That's what the dictator leaders thought in the 1800s. And guess what? They got executed and overthrown. True was like thinking, and like one of those people back in that day, he's got no knowledge whatsoever. How long have you been doing sleep streams? I did them for a while at one time, and the only reason I just decided to start doing that was for paranormal activity thing. The thing that would make it a lot more interesting for me is to have that super chat thing for people to donate loud noises to wake me up. Then it would be more interesting. Then I'm like doing content there that I pretty just don't enjoy. That would actually make it a lot funner. A lot better. And plus I saw Ice Poseidon and all people like that doing those kind of streams, and that's what made me more interested. The fact that they had this random like loud sound thing coming out. Don't know why you can't do that without being at the friggin' 4,000 hour watch time thing. It's so stupid. YouTube should really change that rule. I mean, that's a very dumb rule. Yeah, you got your 4,000 hour monetization for, yeah, but keep it at that. But thing that's got a huge problem is that needing to hit that hour to use those kind of features. It makes it like way more of a fun stream. Look at Bill Jensen when they were donating him all these funny things, and yeah, this whole friggin' thing that makes the show. Yeah, YouTube has their rules, unfortunately. Yeah, but who knows? Maybe they'll end up deciding to change one. Maybe they might hear me make that point there that I made. I wonder if there's like a separate system you could set up for that kind of thing. For super chat, loud noise donations. There might be. I'm gonna look it up later. And look for different applications to run through it to basically have random play. The only reason I started doing sleep streams without the friggin' that cool feature is just because of friggin' paranormal activity and stuff on places. Yeah, I'm gonna look for some kind of app that makes something like that. Yeah, we'll look up later. All right, time to see some funny Bill Jensen.
Oh my, yo. You lost the instruction, I was doing instructions, right? Yo, okay. I'm gonna discuss the thing right now, man. I'm gonna discuss the thing right now.
Yeah, this guy's my favorite freak out YouTuber of all time. Shout out Billy Jensen. The world's greatest YouTube freak out king.
I'm louder than you. What are you gonna do about it? And the more just hot
Yeah, nuclear alarm. Iraq. Let's see. Yeah, this chair. I love Zach, man. I hope he continues to keep doing these funny kind of streams, man. Oh my god, yeah, that one was funny as the fucking. He gets so mad he pooed himself. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny. Uh-oh. Da, da, da. Someone's slapping again. How can you be that mad at something you don't even understand the meaning of? Yeah, the finale. Finale freak out.
That's a doll. Is that your dog because you're a sinner? Well, that's Walter.
But I would love to get one of those Instagram lives to get the full Bill Jensen freak out experience. Should start selling tickets for the Bill Jensen freak out experience. That'd be a good idea for him.
Billy better get him.
Oh no. He's gonna smash. Alright. I'm gonna drop the panel link. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. Drop the link again in case it randomly disappeared or something. I'd like to get someone to come in. That'd be nice. Crusader. How are you? Come on. Jeez. No. Jeez. Yeah, hopefully, hopefully Trudeau gets out of power soon. I mean, at least if a conservative gets elected, at least they can start recovering what the liberals done. Not going to be instantly, though. You going to pop a lung? No, it's just regular coughing, man. Frig, if you smoke weed and you don't cough like that, then guess what? You've been scammed. Check my notification thing for some YouTube. I'm show some of Killer J's views here. Stream.
The old girl, the woman chick, and how old boy got it on his site. You know, the 16. Yeah, you know how I would go to girl to the wall and like get in like commit things. Like put the wheel to the wall. No, that's scary as fuck. Unfortunately, I won't say so.
Let's go around, you know. I'll just show you a bit of clip.
Like, yeah, or just a part two, so. Final verdict is what? What's your verdict? Give it an 8 out of 10. It's a good game. It has its moments. But it didn't really get me in and keep me interested like the first game did. Yeah. I give it a 5. I give it a 5 because of the ending. I was going to give it a 7, but the ending sucked, so I give it a 5 because of it.
Yeah, check
No,
out
it was terrible.
Killer J Gaming
Wow, let me go
channel.
down. Basically, Ellie,
I've
lost her
done some
fingers. She
collabs
lost
and all that
ability
on
to play
there.
girl with Joel, and she's all alone now. There's no Tina or Tommy. She's all alone now. But do you see why that is? Like, she went back for her revenge after they got away.
Check out his channel and drop a sub if you enjoyed the
It also
content.
cost her everything as well. Yeah, she had the opportunity to walk away from it, and she didn't. Yeah. And that's why the ending sucks. So that's it for now. Goodbye. Okay, this is Killer J here. And today we're reviewing Last of Us Part 2. Oh man, how would you like to hear it?
I'll show you a clip of it. I'm just showing a short clip. You can watch whole things on his channel. Yeah. And huge thanks to the Louis at the Bottle Depot in Bathurst, New Brunswick. Thanks for those. We're worth it. Being there for when the friggin' passport thing was around. You know? Because I don't believe in that. I heavily don't believe in that. And that's my right to. Like if that's stupid. Like, if they should mandate vaccines, then should they also mandate that people have no choice to pull the plug on themselves, or whatever, pull the plug situation in a hospital? Should that be made unoptional? It's kind of the same scenario. Maybe they should mandate that too. It's the thing. Like, a lot of people who are on the fence about it, that comparison should make you think of how stupid the mandate thing actually is. Because if you compare about it and think about the two, they're the same thing pretty much. Well, actually, except the plug thing's a lot more serious thing. But if you think about it like, oh, they're gonna die when they get it or don't get it, that's basically the same situation with the choice to pull the plug. But why has that always been? You know? Yeah, I swear, like in Canada, it's like Canada's gotten it's like if China replaced all their propaganda team with the worst acting dollar store propaganda team. They replaced all their team with the worst of the worst for propaganda. That's, if you take a look at CBC News, man. Oh, God. I've looked at a couple of the Chinese propaganda things, looking at them, and man, Canada is like, it's like if China did all their broadcasts and said what they were thinking. All their thoughts just went out in their, like, they aren't getting it. Yeah, of course they're gonna be friggin', they're gonna be lifted. He's got no friggin' choice. No other country is in support of the mandates. True is the only one. Yeah, let Trudeau keep talking. The more he talks, more and more stupider he makes himself look. So, like I swear, I'm pretty sure the only people who actually cheer and like him right now is people who are paid a sum of money to be a supporter. He's probably paying a bunch of supporters now. And the U.S. is also in most of the mandates at the end of March too. Fantastic. Time to finally stop them in their fucking tracks. I've fucking known this was what they were planning all along before anyone was even talking about it. I never talked about it though, because you don't exactly want to get friggin' labeled false info spreader on YouTube. I know all the BS with the COVID thing. And that comes from a technique of being able to read lies and deception. I don't know how I'm able to do it, but I always do it, and it's always correct. I can tell when something's a script, even if they're not reading it from something, or don't know that, like just a script in plain general. They all consist of the same words, you know. Jordan Peterson clip. Take a look at this.
Hello, everyone. You may remember a few years ago, 2016, before precise, that I recorded a video alerting people to what I saw as the dangers of Bill C-16 that I regard as an attempt to make LSH mandatory in Canada. Many of you watching this will be familiar with the events that transpired in consequence. Unfortunately, I feel compelled to do something similar today in a variety of different ways in relationship to another bill, provincial one this time, Bill 67, which purports to address racist issues in the entire Ontario education system. I'm going to read something that I wrote about this as a warning. A warning to citizens of Ontario and Canada. Bill 67, which purports to be nothing but an anti-racist bill, is in fact the most pernicious and dangerous piece of legislation any Canadian
Anti-racist bill. It sounds like nonsense right there. Off the bat. That name they gave it. Something devious up with it. Why is it when they introduce some bill that they claim is going to do this or that, they give it all the ones that end up being a horrible scam bill, all of them have the most stupidest names. That's like a frigging scripted thing with stupid bill thing. They make the stupidest name for the bill. That,
anti-Western ideology, both postmodern and Marxist, in its derivations based on the idea that all our extant institutions are racist, sexist, and discriminatory in their essence. Critical theorists assume that history is best understood as the war between identity groups. One group always oppressing, all other groups always victimized and exploited. Critical theorists
but receive that money from where? It could be tax dollars, and that
does nothing but justify the
it's not free money. That's
rejection, such
There's
there's
the fucking trick
human
there.
identity itself is best understood.
Because what happens when you do that, your value of your money goes down, all products you seem to go right higher. That's why you're seeing $23 a gallon for gas and all that. I mean, a liter. It's 23 a liter. Because they go by liters in Canada.
The moral culpability of any given member of that group. Critical theorists define offense and harm as subjectively
Yeah,
determined.
just it wouldn't. I don't think it would be a good idea for everyone to receive that amount of money from tax money.
And claim of harm, regardless of the intent of the author of the statement.
Like it's a guaranteed fact. Inflation. Yeah, you may get a big sum of money, but then all of a sudden, that they're printing so much, the value of the currency goes down, and then next thing you know, a phone that would regularly be like $400 ends up being friggin' $2,000. That's how it happens.
Necessary subject to punishment. The author of this MDP, Laura May Lindo, NDP, Kitchener Center, is former head of equity at Laurier University. Who was Laura May Lindo?
Like, it's freaking crazy. Like, this phone, for example, I got here, and it was around the start of when Trudeau was doing that. This phone would have been $350 in the United States, but it was $725 in Canada. Samsung A52. So that you can see Trudeau is the king of inflation. That's just insane. That's an extreme price difference, like a triple price difference. And then pretty much every Canadian is going to be only able to afford what's made in Canada. Because everything else, they're not going to be able to afford the taxes and stuff. This was from U.S. Bad. Blame the Canadian companies like Bell and Telson Rogers. Well, I don't know. How are they doing that? I'm not sure. Explain what's going on with those companies. There's no they're friggin' internet and stuff providers. What's going on with those companies? They are one that fixes the price. They are the one that fixes the price, not the government. Yeah, well, a lot of them all do fix prices. But why? Do they say the government fixes it or something? They make profits. And they sell the phones. Yeah, every business is right to make profits. Now you're gonna tell me something in interesting detail. Like something maybe about the Canadian government might be blocking other applications like they have in the States for cheaper internet and stuff. Look up that and try to find some info on that. Hey, Crusader. Because that's probably something that's going on. Why do you think there's only those certain? Why do you think there's only those companies that are here? There's only those certain ones. That's how they fix the prices like that. The states, it looks like they only got 2, but there's hundreds of them now because a lot of them are online only internet providers, and they're a lot cheaper. I'm pretty sure I'll look around for that kind of alternative in Canada. That'd be good.
Who developed the policies that resulted in the circumstances that enveloped Lindsay Shepherd in 2017, which produced a scandal provincially, nationally, and internationally, left a permanent stain on Canadian universities, on the reputation of Canadian universities, and demolished that young woman's academic ambitions and future.
They all buy their
Ontario Conservative
signal
government
from
allowed, even encouraged such legislation.
buy their signal. What do you mean? What do you mean by buy a signal?
And careless enough to vote in
Stock?
support of it is a woeful indication of
They buy stocks?
viciousness and deviance of the ideas that the legislation contains.
That doesn't
And
make
evidence
sense.
of their own,
They all buy their
conservative own
signal.
stunning and continued
They
inability
buy their
to see
stocks.
the dangers
They
that
buy their
children
stocks
present.
from major
It
providers.
is much harder
And that's what men say.
with the fact of the sometimes
Yeah, it makes
unjust
sense. A lot of them
distribution
are
of privileges
involved
and
in
resources
insider
in
trading.
society that's kowtow to radicals who
They
know how to
probably got those
viciously
only
skin
3, so they're the
kids,
highest profits.
weaponize
That's
guilt,
why they
and
don't
blame
allow the other
through
ones there,
manipulative,
so
sloganeering,
they can have all their
moral propaganda.
shares
There's no excuse for
flourish, you know,
conservatives
that
and
the government owns in it.
also believe in the sovereignty of the individual to trumpet their compassion for the oppressed by allowing authoritarian ideologues to gain their treacherous way. This bill, 67, threatens the integrity of all the systems that will educate all the young people in Ontario for decades to come. If it passes, the rest of the provinces in Canada follow suit. The fact that this bill is already through second reading is inexcusable. Wake up, Canadians, before you do yourself and your children irreparable harm.
Like Bell, Telus, Rogers, Airtime, yeah, they're definitely well funded by the government. More than likely. You could probably find it out in a second on Google. Seems like a
I
lot
looked
of
at these things. I looked at them 10 years ago.
yeah, but there's probably online ones that we don't know about. Who knows? You should definitely do some research into some corruption scandals with those companies. I'm gonna do a little looking myself. Once I end off the panel there, we're gonna end it off in a minute. We've been going for an hour and 13 minutes now. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for stopping to watch. I was hoping someone would join, so I had someone to talk to. Yeah, Faison must have something else going on. I don't know, but yeah, thank you very much for joining in. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, merch, and all that's linked in the description below. And yeah, till next time, it's Dangelopitcher, and I'm peacing out.